I've been processing the last few weeks, and so much has gone on. And first of all, a trip to Scotland. I had an unbelievable experience. It kind of hit bucket list item after bucket list item, from the Isle of Skye to the Highland Games to reconnecting with a good friend from high school of 27 years, and just a beautiful, beautiful country, amazing people, and an unbelievable time that we had together. And beyond that, I've been thinking about the value of space. Many times I tell leaders, you need more space in your schedule. Most leaders crave more space in their schedule. In fact, this last week, probably the most helpful, energizing part of my whole week was taking just 3 hours, not the whole week, not a whole day, just 3 hours, and going to a coffee shop where the environment energizes me, and actually investing in thinking deeply. The core competency of any leader is decision making, making small and big decisions to push us forward, to push vision forward, to remind ourselves of the mission, to make these healthy decisions in our own life and in our organization, and some of these bigger decisions that involve impact and income and staffing. And here's my hot take, is that you can't continually make good, wise, mature, healthy decisions if you don't have space. Space to think is necessary to be a leader. So this phrase I find myself saying every single week is that leaders are paid to think deeply. Leaders are paid to think deeply because leaders are paid to make good decisions. So the challenge from taking steps here, the challenge that I just want to leave you with from this video is, when are you regularly investing time, blocking time off your calendar to think deeply? I believe that every week, a leader of influence should have 2 to 3 hours, maybe even a little bit more, but 2 to 3 hours to think deeply about the kind of decisions that you're making. I don't know about you, but I am loving this fall weather, this late fall in some ways, or I guess early fall in some ways. Weather is beautiful outside, what we've been experiencing here in Colorado. So I don't believe there's any excuse for us not to get outside, to think deeply. Friends, I know that the first 6 to 8 weeks of school is no joke. The fall is a big push. But friends, you always have time to pull up. In fact, you can't afford, your organization can't afford for you to not have time to think deeply. So while you might not be able to get away to Europe for a week, that is the rarity in our lives. We can always get away to a path like I'm on today, get away to a park, get away to our backyard, get away to a coffee shop or space that energizes us. So friends, that's the invitation. Think deeply about your life or your leadership. We've had a great few weeks at Stay Forth. Leaders who I coach, you know who you are. You're making incredible progress. You inspire me and challenge me. And we've been talking about Sabbatical Coaching Group. On October 10th, we are hosting a webinar to help organizational leaders understand how this could actually shift your organization. Whether you're a board member of a nonprofit, an elder of a church, a lead pastor, and you're saying, I know sabbatical can be helpful, but I know you have fears about it. So during that webinar, we want to demystify why sabbatical matters, how you would actually go about creating and operationalizing sabbatical, and a culture of that, and even a program around sabbatical. And lastly, what you would actually do, and we're going to break down these 3 sections of sabbatical where we prepare, we experience, and reorient. Friends, we're for you, we are with you, and we want to continue to serve you looking forward. So if you know somebody who needs this, taking steps, go ahead and forward them this. If you know somebody who needs to be on October 10th at that sabbatical webinar, that's thinking about it, but just hasn't pulled the trigger on sabbatical, please forward this along to them. We're so grateful that you believe in us and the content we produce enough to share that. But just know, first of all, we believe in you guys. We know you're trying to do a really challenging but important thing that is leading people toward health and impact. Keep it up, friends. Stay forth.